Okay. Do you want to die? No, of course not, but I do not really want to be alive. Okay. Then just kill yourself. Fuck you, bro. That's not what I've been saying. I just need some help. Okay. Then go get some help. Bitch, don't you think if it was that damn easy, I'd have been done there? With this shit inside my mind, I feel like I am out of time, but I know that can't be true. I haven't even started, dude. That fat lady ain't sing a song yet. Please believe me that it's gonna get better before I am done with you. Okay, first up on Art on It All, everything you need to know about baseball. Baseball is objectively the worst sport. That's all you really need to know, actually. But here's some more stuff about the world's greatest sport. Baseball was invented about 200 years ago, and it's the only thing the United States as a country has ever agreed is a good way to kill a few hours during the summer. It might also be the only sport to ever invent a completely separate industry. Baseball was so cool 150 years ago, they started putting pictures of the stars in packs of cigarettes, creating the collectible trading card, and basically the whole concept of collecting stuff for the sake of collecting stuff. You don't need to know much about the first 100 years of baseball. They literally didn't write down most of the rules. You just had to know them or find out you broke one when you broke it, and everyone got mad the next day. The design of the game is obviously weird. It's 1-on-1, but it's also 1 versus 9, and it's also 9-on-9. Conceptually, it doesn't make a ton of sense. A game might last for 3 hours and have 13 minutes of actual movement on the field. It's basically impossible to play. No one is actually good at baseball. Some people are just, better at it than others. So it's an awful game that we invented because the Civil War was over and we got bored. If we didn't invent movies a couple decades later, baseball would probably be single-handedly responsible for ruining the average person's life, as it pretty much introduced us to the concept of celebrities. All of a sudden, there are people getting rich and famous for doing silly things, and you're broke because you have to build New York City for 50 cents a day. But we did invent movies, and those guys seem to be actively trying to make us hate ourselves, so baseball players mostly skated. There are 3 teams and 10 baseball players you should know about. The teams? The New York Yankees. The Yankees are objectively the only good team in any sport ever. The Tampa Bay Rays. These guys started out as the Devil Rays. There's lots of water around Florida and Tampa specifically, and I guess they probably have Devil Rays there, right? But that has devil in the name, and that doesn't work in America, so now they're just the Rays. The third team, I guess, maybe Cincinnati, because it was so wild when Ken Griffey Jr. ended up on the Reds 20 years ago, or whatever it was. The players you should know about are Babe Ruth, obviously the most famous person to ever walk the earth, or top 1,000 for sure, anyway. Mickey Mantle, Lou Gehrig, Jackie Robinson, Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, Derek Jeter, Ken Griffey Jr. I guess you should probably know that somehow one team ended up with the 2 greatest players to ever play the game at the same time, and it's currently happening right now if you're watching this close enough to when I'm making it. These 2 are Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani, literally perfect humans, and their team cannot win more than 40% of their games. It's such a bad sport, baseball. But it's also the best sport. Baseball is to America as America was to the world. So it's mostly a disaster, but there's something about it that's just a little bit cooler, more magical, more awesome than the rest of the field. And they've both been there ever since, sitting center of attention, somehow influencing everything around it without ever actually doing anything right or smart or good. All right, let's say you are a big Rottweiler mix dog. You live in a house with 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and a living area. And all right, so you're a dog, right? You're big, you're a Rottweiler mix, you're 90 pounds. In your home, there is a dog bed in the center of the living area, that is a full-size, whatever, queen bed, specifically there for, I suppose, guests maybe, but mostly for you to sleep on as a dog. So it's the end of the night and you hop up on your bed, specifically for you, And sometimes you do that dog thing where you kind of try to find a comfortable sleeping position. You'll, you know, move a pillow around or paw at the ground, do a couple circles, and then lay down, take a nap. How long as a dog does that process have to take before, as a dog, you are uncomfortable?